I am standing on the west side of Kettner Boulevard, hanging with my boy Joe Musgrove, who pitched San Diego's first no-hitter in the history of the Padres, and apparently his grandmother, Lucy, who called Little Italy home back in the day. So we're celebrating them. And I don't know how long this mural will be here, because the reason why we're standing here is because this building is being proposed to be torn down, and they would like to build a 26-story, 444 unit complex right on the corner of Grape. And there is a plan out there, a proposed plan to tear down this 2-story building with a nice mural, but it obviously needs some help, and building a 26-story luxury high-rise, residential high-rise with 444 units, 19 of them being affordable. There's going to be around 34,000 square feet of ground floor retail. There's going to be 4 stories of above ground parking, 4 to 5 stories of above ground parking, 4 stories of underground parking. So that just seems like a lot of parking. But as you recall, a couple months ago, I did a video on what's now not Blix, just a block down, about Epique Little Italy, another high-rise going in. And I got a lot of comments and a lot of people that were concerned because they feel Little Italy is going to lose a lot of its character and charm, because you look around and it's a lot of 2-story buildings, 3-story buildings, 1-story homes. And, you know, when you get to 6 or 8 stories, kind of like over there, they seem a lot larger. But this, again, is going to be planned to be a 26-story high-rise. And we are right by the airport. A lot of people commented about, you know, will the FAA allow it? I really don't know. I do like a taller city, only if it's done correctly. So I don't really know how I feel about this project, because I do love the charm of India Street and I do love the charm of Little Italy, but also I do like height and I do like growth. I don't know if they're going to get rid of Joe and Lucy, or if they're going to like cut them out and put them on the new building. It doesn't look like it from the renderings, but you had a good run. That's really rude of me. But again, yes, this is 1950 India Street. So again, we are on India in between Fir and Grape, and just a block north of where Blix used to be, where they're proposing another residential high-rise there. I got a lot of calls from people that live in condo buildings surrounding the area, worried about will the shadows, you know, project onto the building and, you know, make their place less sunny. I really don't know. People were concerned that, you know, single-family homes that are just adorable in Little Italy are going to be torn down in a part of the project, which it does seem that is the case for the Epique Little Italy. But this one is taller and wider and a lot more units. So they're really getting people into Little Italy, which again is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of downtown. So between this proposal and the proposal where Blix used to be, that's a lot of units coming to Little Italy. You know, everyone's always concerned about traffic. Everyone's always concerned about congestion. At least both projects seem to be building an ample amount of parking. But again, what San Diego is not known for is our public transportation. So I really hope in the future they take a look at ways of expanding it where you can actually get from downtown to uptown. I've said in previous videos, I do believe, why can't we get like solar trolleys that go from the convention center all the way up to, you know, Mission Hills, Hillcrest, and University, and up 5th and down 6th, connect downtown to uptown, connect Balboa Park for tourists, especially since they're going to start charging and putting meters in Balboa Park. It would be nice if we could take public transportation to our famous landmark, public transportation to the airport, stuff like that. I know you can take the trolley to the bus or the bus to the trolley, but you just cannot get onto the trolley or the train to get to the airport, to really get to the beach, to get to Balboa Park. I know this is kind of a tangent. I don't know if this is going to be another video or put in this one, but it's time to expand our public transportation, especially if our population is growing, if we're getting denser, if we're building taller, to have our infrastructure handle it. I know there's a huge controversy, but in Pacific Beach, the Turquoise Tower is a highly controversial project where if you get, 4 stories is kind of normal in that neighborhood. When they were proposing 8, people were getting upset. And I understand why. 23 stories in a 2-lane road that kind of leads to the beach. I do own an investment property kind of a half a block down from the proposed building. I don't live there, so it won't really affect me per se, but let's do smart development and smart infrastructure growing with these larger developments in urban areas or beach communities. You know, people have lived there their whole lives. I know we need doors, I know we need houses, but let's do it respectfully and in the right way. My name is David Spiewak, Epique Realty, your go-to guy for all things San Diego, including luxury new high-rises and inventive ideas, and of course, real estate. And a shout out to our buddy Caesar, who runs Cloak and Pedal San Diego, one of San Diego's best sushi restaurants. And honestly, if you haven't been inside, it is really incredible and adorable and a really great vibe in there during the day or even at night. Where the highest property or the tallest property, small PP energy. It is what it is. I drive a Volvo, so I don't know what that says about me, but that's whatever. I told my mother I bought a Volvo. She's like, "That's so safe, Spooty." Anyway, all these tangents, but in Pacific Beach, right? Bloopers it.
Oh, that was a good time to film you.
All right. India. Oh my God! Like, what's happening here? Again, this is the weather. This is weather related. Oh, it'll go through the building. It is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of downtown, and it's
Just book on.
right. That's just our neighbors, our streetwalkers. Yeah.
And Lucy Pepito's villain.
And Lucy Pepito's fill-in. I'm sure Joe loves her more, but he's very nice.
Nice getting hugged by Joe.
It was, but it's a little hot out here, so I had to release myself because
Yeah.
Joe's got a good grip.